cable television or whatever. So thanks for the compliments, and we'll be looking forward to see. I'd like to see how Jim Nance could do out here with some of these bigger guys, but I don't know if you want to go out there right away.
Look at the heavies.
21 and old, coached by Mr. Bill Wright, Scott Nichols. At 250 pounds, from Canandaigua High School in Section 5, with a 18-year-old senior with a season record 33 and 1. He hopes for a 10 outright Alpha Tech. Coached by Larry Reynolds, Joe Curris.
All right, we have Joe Curris from Canandaigua, the Section 5, and Scott Nichols from Arlington, that's in Section 1. And Jim, you feel free to jump in here whenever you see anything that you like.
The big boy's going right in for double leg. You know, the same kinds of moves as the lighter weight guys are doing.
We mentioned that you see just most of the basic moves. It's just that the state champs seem to do them better than everybody else.
That's exactly right.
And right now, Nichols, who is a little bit taller than Curris, although Curris did some pinning on his way through here. He pinned DeChavo from Section 3, so he's tough, and he's beat a tough one in DeChavo as he tries a double leg here on Nichols.
Nichols looks like a true
The other thing that kind of surprised you, Dale, these guys have a lot of quickness for their size.
It used to be you'd get the guy who was 5'10", 260, and you don't see that anymore. You're getting the better built, the taller guys who are in pretty good shape.
With more ability.
Right.
You used to have the guy that, he might be 5'10" or 5'11" or 6 feet, and he'd be pushing, benching 500 pounds. It'd be a pushing, shoving contest, but that's very quickly changing in the higher weights.
Yeah, standard operating procedure used to be the roll, right?
That's
they used
right.
to hook the arm and roll.
You've been around wrestling too long.
Roll until you hit the scorer's bench, and then
That's
you stop.
right.
And then
that's right.
And we see he's got some strength. Curris does as he attempts, but that height gave out as he stood up because he couldn't maintain a leverage. We got a warning, stalling. So Scott Nichols is going to be warned for stalling.
Section chairman, want to turn in your keys. Arm, please. Turn in your keys to Chairman Arm.
Curris wrestled 215 all year, and he moved up for the sectionals in the States because he thought he'd probably have a better chance of winning.
You can see the young guys still really haven't matured yet, muscle-wise, strength-wise, or really technique-wise just yet. They've got the basic ingredients to be good wrestlers, but they're really not there just yet.
As this period winds down, Jim, we should note that we get 1 point here stalling. Red gets 1 point. Nichols was stalling, but some of these young guys have moved up from 215 to the 250-pound class. It gives them a little more leeway. If they think that they can't beat the 215-pounder, they get a chance to move up and wrestle on the 250 after a certain amount of matches.
I'll tell you something else. With the bigger guys that are 215 and above, the guys that are 215 are the better wrestlers in most cases. So, again, it's, for the guys that are real heavy, they might be better off, or the guys are rather under 250, better off going up a weight class because they, obviously do a better job because of their wrestling ability, technique, and their quickness.
That's right. Did you wrestle heavyweight all through high school? Were you always that big?
My size, you kidding me? There's only one weight class.
You were born at 200, right?
And well, I'll tell you, when I was in 7th grade, I was 165 pounds, right? So anyway, my sophomore year, I was 217.
Oh,
a little action here.
As Nichols is put on his back by Curris, who, as I said before, pinned some people on the way up here. We get 2 points for a reversal. And Curris is up by a 4-0 score. Right now, Nichols has got a leg lock trying to come out the back, but
215-pound place winners.
He's not making much on the bottom.
215 pounds.
Trying to get out the back, but Curris is trying to throw the half. He doubled up on the head.
That arm trapped in there with that leg.
That's right.
He's got an arm bar with his leg.
Yeah, he does. He has an arm bar with a leg. He can only bend so far as Nichols gets heavy on the leg and then rolls out. They should be out of bounds in a second. Yes, they are.
It's very unusual to see a guy throwing the legs. That was only out of desperation.
Yeah.
And certainly not something he intended to do.
I see some records here, Jim. Some of these kids, one kid earlier, 163 wins. That's amazing. See, you can wrestle now in 8th grade in some of these sectionals, and you get some of these kids with long winning records.
The good thing about that deal is, you know, the more exposure you have to anything, wrestling, football, it's just going to make you a better athlete. And the fact that I wrestled 84 matches my entire college career, and here youngsters wrestling 163 matches.
And so he about twice as many as you wrestled, right? And then he's still got a college career ahead of him.
That's exactly right. So again, the more experience you have, it's just going to make you a better wrestler.
Right now, Curris is throwing a half, but Nichols sat out, trying to get in a position, turns in quickly, going to get at least, no, he doesn't get an escape, but he will get 2 if he can bring him to the mat. Brings him up. No slam, 2 points.
Oh, somebody's in trouble.
Yeah, Nichols has got him on his back.
I got to think Nichols weighs about 30 pounds more than Curris.
Yeah, Nichols is definitely heavier. Curris is fighting. He's got 6 seconds left. His shoulders are up. He should last this period. But going to definite change in the score as we get a good match here now. 5-4.
Things can turn around in a hurry with the big boys.
Yes, they can. We got one.
Called him for grabbing the uniform.
Grabbing the uniform. I didn't catch that. Well, that's going to make it now 6-4 in favor of Nichols. So this is the final period. Scott Nichols from Arlington, Section 1. Joe Curris from Canandaigua, Section 5. Curris is down 6-4 and was lucky to get off his back in that second period, as he's giving up quite a bit of poundage to Nichols.
It's also giving up a bit of strength.
Yeah, you get up in an upper weight, you know, the extra poundage gives you a little more strength, a little more authority when you're throwing moves. Slows you down a little bit.
Younger guys don't have to be quite as concerned about that, but the big boys do.
Right now, Curris has got a half. He's going to try to crank him over, but he's having trouble getting leverage as he tries to roll. Nichols tries to roll, trying to control the hand. Nichols has got a 2-point advantage right now, and it's up to Curris to get him on his back, and he's having trouble getting him on his back.
Get a stalling call here any minute, I think.
You think so? All right, we've got 109 left. Scott Nichols enjoying a 2-point advantage over Joe Curris. Curris looks a little tired. Lighter guys also get quite a workout with the bigger guys. Referee says, get on. Assume the position. Hand in the middle, arm on the elbow. And Curris getting out in front, trying to get him down so he can get some leverage, crank him over, but it gives Nichols a chance to hook the leg, which he loses. He comes out the back, yes. It gives Nichols a real advantage. It gives him a 3-point advantage. Even if he gets taken down, all he's got to do is stay off his back.
He's doing something he may not want to do here.
That's right. He gave up 2 there, and he's going to give up back points in a minute. Yes, he does. 2 back points. Now that's going to make it 8-7 for Curris from Section 5. And now he's got 25 seconds or so to keep Big Scott Nichols from Section 1 from getting up and getting any points on him. And all of the fans are excited.
Gotta hang on to that big bear.
And right now, Nichols is tired. They're both tired, but Scott Nichols from Section 1, who had enjoyed an advantage, as his coach tells him to get back in the middle, is a little bit tired. He's sucking some wind. Curris has had an excellent match, giving away 30 pounds or so.
Well, he's got 12 seconds to make a move. It's either number 1 or number 2.
And Joe Curris has got 12 seconds to control him. He tried to control the head. That's trouble for Scott Nichols.
Scott got his weight back. He was too heavy.
That's it. That's it. Joe Curris from Canandaigua High School in Section 5 decision. Scott Nichols from Arlington High School in Section 1.
That win, Dale, that puts...
Well, the Mets went to the better wrestler, Dale.
That's right.
250-pound champion.
Okay, we've got little recap here. Jim, what were you saying?
I said with that win, that puts Section 5 into the team championship.
Section 5 into the team championship, and we're going to have Reed Hawk come over in a second. We want to thank Jim Nance for stopping by and talking to us.